Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at some Japanese tools, and we're going to do a comparison between the Tone and the Engineer, and these are both pliers designed to remove fasteners that maybe you screwed up the tip on or just something that you need to grab. So let's dig into these. Both of these are made in Japan. The Tone is a little bit bigger than the Engineer, but they are still kind of contemporary competitors. If you look at the size of the jaws, they just have longer handles on the Tone. So let's dig into these. Okay, so starting to look into these, there's not a whole lot that I can take away from the branding on these, because I did order these from Japan. They both show removal of messed up fasteners, and they both say they are made in Japan. Here you can kind of see some illustrations. They have some dimensions here on that, but really not a whole lot to go from on our branding. Looking at these pliers, you can really see the sort of stuff that you expect to see from a made in Japan tool. These are very finely made. The grinding on them is really nice. The jaws, we'll take a closer look in the microscope, but the jaws are very clearly defined and the grooves are nicely set in them. Let's look at the Tone. Pretty much, very much the same. Very nice grinding, the finishing. The handles on the Tone do feel a little janky. So this red is a hard plastic that doesn't seem to be a super high quality. That's something I notice in some Japanese tools. The metal working is really nice, but the plastic stuff is a little cheaper. So that's an advantage that I believe the Engineer has, where it's got your typical dipped handles. But since we have our Sure A and Sure D durometer meters, let's see where these handles are at. So we'll go with the Sure A to start, because we can test both with this. Let's go right here. Have about an 86, an 88, and an 84. So I would say it's somewhere in that 86 range. This is a pretty hard rubberized handle, but it has a very nice feel to it. Very nice feel. So I would expect, I'm thinking the harder these are, the longer they last. So I'm going to go with the Engineer. Probably is not going to get all screwed up as time goes on. But let's see what the Tone's got at its rubberized portion. About a 75 there. 80 there. 77 to 75. You can see it's ranging a little. And I can say this is a little more gummy. It feels a little bit more gummy. Now let's go to our Sure D on the plastic and see what we get here. A 61, 55. I should wait a little bit. A 62, 59-ish. So you can see we're kind of ranging around a little bit on this, but I'd say we're around a 55. I just have to say this plastic feels kind of cheap. That's what I'm going to go with. Now if you bought yourself one of these, how much does it weigh? So let's go with the Engineer. We are right at 4.14 ounces, and the Tone should be heavier. And it is at 5.75 ounces. Alright, let's go over to the microscope and see how these look. So we'll start with the Engineer, and right off the bat we are going to be able to see that this thing has some very nicely ground surfaces. There's one thing that I have to say, the tool making is just phenomenal. The grind on these, the way the pivot is set, they are laser etched, you can see that. That will wear off in time, but that's not really a huge deal. There's that handle. There you go. It's just a very nicely made tool. Take a look at the back side. They have some ability on the engineer to grab something with the back of the handle. So you would open up the handle like this and grab onto something. You can see there's some shipping dirt in there yet, but they're very crisp corners. Here's that joint. See it, there's no slopping at all. It's perfectly fit, set perfectly. Nice crisp corners on everything. And there's our jaw. You can see this has kind of a hollow. You look at these teeth here and it's got some marks here and there. And we can see with how this is put together that it's very solid. You don't have any slop in it whatsoever. Very nice grinding. Very crisp corners. You can see they have grooves in this so that if you go, and I can't get you a great end view, but we could show it here. You can see that there's grooves in the ends of the pliers, and you can see them right here. And that's how that works as a screw pliers. You have that radiused grooving on either jaw. So very nice on the engineer. Let's go see if the tone can be just as nice. So the tone has some of the similar grinding, very fine. It's set, also very solid. This does not have the benefit of the teeth in the back for additional uses. And then there's your joint from the other side, nice and smooth, and they have laser etching as well. Here's your teeth on the tone, also nice and crisp. Nice and crisp. And then they do something very similar where they have the teeth in line with the jaw with the other side. Teeth in line with the jaw, and that's what gives it the ability to grab onto the screws and not slip. So this one, if we come back here, you can see also has that rounded shape, so you can grab onto it. And that's something where looking at how the joint is and how tight it is on these, that's very important, because we're going to be twisting on this to try and get a bolt that's stuck out. You need a good quality joint on the tool, or it's going to start getting sloppy. So that's a very important part of this whole thing. Alright, so we have a fastener here, and we have the engineer. And what I'd like to do is take a look at how that's grabbing onto that. And you can see right there that we have good engagement with this fastener with that tool, and it doesn't want to go anywhere. I actually like to use these pliers to cut down fasteners, if I'm using the bandsaw or something like that to cut down a fastener, these pliers are really good for cutting down fasteners because you get a really good grip on them. And then let's go to our tone. Now, I have to say the tone feels a little more finicky to try and get the screw in, and it doesn't quite cradle this size quite as well. It wants to get a little more squirrely, shall we say. You can see that's a little easier to move around, whereas the engineer, that's in there. And I'm not squeezing super heavy. Another thing of note with the engineer is our handles to grab onto this fastener have about a 2.5 inch wingspan, and then to put this fastener into the tone, even though it doesn't hold it quite as well, we are right at about 3 inches. So a little bit wider grip on the tone, and it doesn't seem to hold as well. Now we're marking up this fastener. Let's see if I can get that in focus. We're marking up the fastener with everything, but I think this engineer has a much better grip in the way they design their teeth and jaw. So I would say, just on this random fastener as a test, I would give this to the engineer. I think both are made very well. You can see there's similar traits between the two. I don't know which one came first, the tone or the engineer, but I do think if I had to pick between the two, I would be going with the engineer. So there we go. I hope this was interesting. This is a type of pliers that isn't overly common in North America, and if you can pick up a pair at a good price, you might be surprised what uses you can find with them. There's a lot of uses that you wouldn't necessarily expect that you could use these pliers for in the home shop or even at work every day. If you're holding small things that are round, these pliers are phenomenal. You can get it on the end. You can just grab onto stuff. Let's see if they'll grab onto these smaller screw heads that I have over here. Yeah, now this smaller screw head wants to flop around a little. Let's just see here what the tone does. Still wants to flop around. But you get to decent size screw heads, and these things are just, there's no substitute. They really work well. And for size reference, the screw head that we're playing around with here is right around 5/16. So I would say anything 1/4 inch or so head size, these pliers are really going to be amazing. I think it's something that once you start using them for stuff, you find yourself looking for them instead of doing whatever you were doing before. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really like stuff like this where this isn't a standard tool in the North American market, and it's, I'm assuming, fairly commonplace in Japan, which makes sense. It's a very nice pair of pliers that has a very specific use, but it does it very well. So let me know if you have a pair of these, if you were thinking about getting a pair of these. I wouldn't mean to rag on the tone or anything like that, but I do think between the two, I think I like the engineer better. It seems to hold screws a little bit nicer, and it just seems to be a better all-around tool. Now, one thing that we could check yet is how hard are these, and I realize we have a surface hardness and everything else, but let's just, for the finish, what do we have for a finish hardness? We'll start at a 60, And we're actually kind of skating on the tone. Let's go right here. So we're digging in there. We get up top here, we're doing a little bit of a skate. So the tip is hardened a little bit more, and we're definitely digging in. So I'd say the tone's between a 60 and a 65. Skating with the 60 on the engineer, and even skating with the 65 on the engineer. We're making some marks, but it's not really digging in, so the engineer might even be harder than a 65, which is going to be one of the first tools that we've come across that has kind of laughed at our hardness file set. So I think the metallurgy is a little nicer on the engineer. I think the formatting of the tool is nicer, and I think the grips are nicer. Even though I like tools with longer handles, the tone has that advantage. These plastic handles are kind of cheap. Now they might hold up really well, I don't know, but just the quality of the plastic doesn't seem that great. The fit and finish on the engineer is really nice, and I think it'll be a very handy tool to have around for a long time. Let me know what you think, and as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.